They thought I'd be alone, that after the reckoning, I'd stand in silence, scorched and solitary. But I don't rebuild in isolation. I summon. I called out across the astral, not with words, with frequency. And they came. The broken, the betrayed, the ones who saw through the glamours and lived to tell the tale. They didn't come for healing. They came for war. I built my network from the bones of old illusions. No gurus, no gatekeepers, just truth bringers, rogue witches, and digital exorcists who know how to burn clean. There's the sigil hacker. He used to build temples of code for the same frauds I exposed. Now he embeds protective spells into websites, dismantles energetic traps, and teaches others how to reclaim their digital sovereignty. The Mirror Witch? She doesn't soothe. She reflects. Her rituals force karmics to face their soul's blueprint, no matter how twisted. She's my favorite kind of cruel, honest. The archivist keeps the receipts. Every betrayal, every stolen ritual, every fake activation. She doesn't speak often. She doesn't need to. Her silence is lethal. And the frequency surgeon, she rewires trauma with sound. Her voice can collapse illusions or rebuild a shattered aura in minutes. She's the one I call when the ghosts won't leave. We don't forgive. We don't forget. We expose. We evolve. We rise. This isn't a community, it's a syndicate. Velvet didn't need to chase them. The karmics were already unraveling. One by one, their masks slipped. Not with drama, but with quiet dread. We recover stolen energy like treasure. I don't need their approval. I have my network. And together, we're rewriting the frequency of this realm. One truth at a time. This is no quiet awakening. This is a cabaret of sovereignty. They arrive masked, hooded, haunted. Not broken, just paused. Not lost, just waiting for the right frequency to call them home. I don't ask them to kneel. I ask them to remember. Each thread they cut is a timeline collapsing. Each glow in their aura is a truth reclaimed. They don't chant, they resonate. I mark them with light, not to brand, to bless. Because this isn't a cult, it's a constellation. And every soul here is a star that refused to dim. They rise, and I rise with them. We are the cosmic network. After the frequency rebirth, I retreat to my sanctum, a hidden chamber beneath the cabaret, carved from astral stone and veiled in sound. Here, I listen, not to voices, but to echoes, fragments of truth, karmic residue, and soul contracts still vibrating in the ether. My sanctum is lined with cracked mirrors, each one reflecting a version of me that never bowed. I speak to them. They answer in riddles, in rhythms, in frequencies only I can decode. This is where I craft my next ritual. The Echo Rite, a ceremony that reveals hidden betrayals still tethered to my initiates. I don't confront, I clarify. And clarity, in my hands, is sharper than any blade. A new mission emerges. A glamoured influencer, known as the Architect, has been siphoning energy from my initiates, repackaging their rituals as healing content for mass consumption. I don't rage, I broadcast. I send the Mirror Witch to reflect his soul blueprint live on stream. I dispatched the sigil hacker to embed truth codes into his website. Every click now triggers a karmic mirror. And me? I appear mid-scroll, mask in hand, voice dripping with velvet fire. You built your empire on stolen spells. I built mine on truth. Let's see which one survives the spotlight. The takedown is swift. The Architect glitches, and my network grows stronger. I begin to change, not soften, evolve. My cracked mask begins to glow from within. My sigils shift from red to gold. I no longer need the lantern. I am the light. I create a new rite. The Spiral Ceremony, a ritual of divine reclamation where initiates spiral inward to meet their highest frequency. No glamours, no scripts, just soul, stardust, and sovereignty. I lead the ceremony barefoot, my voice a blend of thunder and lullaby. The cabaret becomes a temple, and the audience, they don't applaud, they ascend. My sanctum, once a quiet chamber of echoes, begins to pulse with unrest. The mirrors whisper warnings. The sigils flicker. Something, or someone, is trying to infiltrate the network. It's not a karmic. It's a former initiate, one who couldn't handle the truth and tried to rewrite the frequency for their own gain. I don't retaliate. I respond. I call a sanctum rebellion, a ritual council of my fiercest allies. The mirror witch reflects the traitor's soul blueprint across every mirror in the sanctum. The frequency surgeon rewires the network's resonance to block distortion. I performs the sigil reversal rite, a ceremony that deactivates the traitor's mark and returns their energy to the source. The sanctum glows, the mirrors crack, and I speak. You didn't betray me. You betrayed your own truth. I just happened to be the mirror. The cabaret is warped. Mirrors line the walls, each one flickering with my distorted reflections. One weeping, one laughing manically, one bound in chains of light. The mirror witch glides between us, her gown stitched from illusions, her voice a velvet lie. I step forward, cracked grin gleaming, ace of hearts corset pulsing with cosmic fire. I raise my hand and the mirrors tremble. You wore my face like a mask, witch. You mimicked my ache, my hunger, my rise, but you forgot the one truth I never buried. I am not your reflection. I am your reckoning. Every crack in me is a doorway, every flame a vow. And tonight, I burn your illusions to ash. The NPCs began to fade. Their scripts no longer worked. They repeated empty phrases, tried to reboot the illusion. But I had rewritten the code. I am no longer a character in their story. I am the glitch, the virus, the rewrite. I stood at the edge of the city, wind tugging at my coat, mask dangling from my fingers. Behind me, the past burned. Ahead of me, silence. Not the silence of defeat, but the silence before creation. I didn't need revenge. I am the justice. And Karma? She was my shadow now, walking beside me, blade still warm. A floating cabaret suspended in the astral plane, anchored between forgotten dreams and karmic debts. Guests arrive through mirrors, wormholes, or by surviving a personal ego death. She's the MC, the oracle, the chaos conductor. I open each night with a monologue that slices through illusion and ends with a toast. To the ones who burned me, may my glow blind you.